So let's talk about what we're going to be doing over at the Nopsy. Blog and Renee. So tell us about the dungeons and that chat over there. I know Renee, she wants to know. So yes, the dungeon. We are so excited. The entire ballroom over at the Nopsy is going to be our dungeon space. We have some really kick-ass amazing equipment coming in, some furniture. I don't know if we want to kind of tell everybody yet. Kendra, do you?
I'm so excited about the dungeon this year and to just really unveil this space. It's been a labor of love for us. It's definitely been a big project and I'm so excited about it. So it's up to you, bestie girl.
I know. Well, I want people to be surprised. So we're going to have lots of different types of furniture, spaces and places, and we will have some areas for people. I will say we'll have a big truss set up. So for people who enjoy doing shibari, rope work, or anything like that, there'll be some hard points for people to be able to do some rope work or some predicaments and bondage type things. And then we'll have the standard dungeon furniture, and then we've got a couple other pieces of furniture.
Showstoppers. I'm calling them showstoppers.
Showstoppers.
Because they really are.
Yeah, there's some pretty cool dungeon I know. I'm sorry, Nathan. You're just going to have to wait. I'm sorry, Nathan. That's the bitchy dominant side of me, I'm going to say. I'm just
so giddy. I'm so giddy about these pieces and just, yes, it's going to be so exciting.
Yeah, nope. Sorry, we're going to hold back a little bit, Dolores. But what we will tell you is that, like I said earlier, it's really important. And if you guys have watched us or talked to us at all, for the four of us are Swinky Life. And for us, Swinky Life is bringing together the swing community and the kink community. And that was really important for us. And to be able to be working with Naughty and bringing all this to fruition, and to be able to bring a dungeon to a space where people who may not know what a dungeon is like or what that means or what it feels like or what it's like to even be in the space. We are so excited to be able to bring something where anybody at any level can come in and will be able to enjoy it, participate, stand and watch. You don't even have to. We are going to have play spaces in the dungeon. Our dungeon is going to be sex positive. So if you're not sure what that means, it means you can have sex in the dungeon. So how's that for something? Yes, how's that for something that's a little bit different? Not all dungeons across the world are sex positive. Many are not. It's actually most are not. Yep. And so it's not something that normally happens. But we really wanted to be able to have sex in the dungeon. So Phoenixx, we were all like, yeah, we really need to make sure that was something that worked. And luckily we've been able to make that happen. So we'll have play spaces in the dungeon as well. So that could mean maybe you just want to be in the dungeon and have your sexy time while you're surrounded by these people who are enjoying themselves in their kinky ways as well. So we're really, really excited about that. There are going to be lots of different areas in the dungeon. We actually are going to have two smaller sides of the dungeon where there'll be some other intimate stuff going on in there. And we'll have vendors over at the Nopsy that are more kink specific, kink aligned. Bring your own toys. You're more than welcome to bring what you have, what you own. There will be plenty of opportunity for you to buy things. Amazing floggers. One of the companies that we actually use ourselves, the Kink Shop, is going to be at Naughty, and we buy a lot of their products. But you can bring your own stuff. Let's talk about the lounge.
Yes. So the Dungeon Lounge is another place that we are going to be opening up. It's a great place to do your negotiation. It's a great place to maybe have those conversations that are outside of the dungeon play space, that are kind of in a lower pressure environment. It's a great place to meet other people who are maybe looking for something, for a scene that maybe you're interested in as well. So the Dungeon Lounge it's just right off the dungeon, so it'll be a great place to just have those negotiations, and we'll have negotiation sheets as well that can aid in that process.
And if you're not sure what that all means, don't worry. We're going to have orientations, and we're going to be talking all about that, and we'll be having dungeon monitors and ambassadors that are going to be on site for you to be able to ask your questions and all those things too. We will also have, Phoenixx reminded me to tell you guys that we will be having, there's seating areas. We're going to create seating areas in the dungeon so that you'll be able to sit and look, and it will be okay. This is where you can sit and look. That's what we want people to do. And so we'll have those spaces. And then what was it? Oh, the tastings. So the tastings, we haven't quite nailed down how this is going to work yet, but there will be an opportunity for folks to come in and try some of the kink stuff. So we might have someone doing some flogging. We might have somebody doing some rope. We might have somebody doing some whip work. And then if you want to try that, you just want to feel what it feels like to have rope. Not necessarily you don't want to be tied up in bondage, but you want to feel what it feels like to have it on your skin or running across you, or you want to feel like what that. And the floggers all feel different, by the way. When you see the floggers, if you've never seen them before, they're all different things, make different feelings, different sounds. So it's really going to be an amazing opportunity. Again, this is all about how can we help people get as much exposure and information as they want to learn, to be able to do and enjoy, or have questions, or say, yeah, this wasn't for me. I've always wondered, don't know, now I know, it's cool. Or holy, that was amazing. That's what happened to me. It's like, holy crap, I can't believe I snubbed my nose at this for so long. But that's really what it's about. Did we miss anything?
What are the hours for the dungeon? Like, when can they play during the day? Is there limited hours?
Thank you. That was an excellent
question.
Oh, thank you, whoever asked about the hours of the dungeon. Yeah. So actually during the day, we're going to be having education over at the NOPSI. And so a lot of our and BDSM education, can you imagine? It's going to be over at the NOPSI. There are some really intense, some super fun classes going to be over there. So check your app. But those are during the day. And then the dungeon's actually opening on Wednesday night, Kendra, right?
Yes. So the dungeon will open Wednesday night. We will have an orientation right before. So that is the first class in the dungeon, is an orientation. So if you've never been into a dungeon space and you just want to explore it, that is a great intro. The dungeon orientation will happen every day. Just on Wednesday, it'll happen right before it opens. So the dungeon will open at 9:30. Other than that orientation, if you want to maybe get a sneak peek at the dungeon, 8:30 is your time. So the dungeon will officially open at 9:30 every night. And it'll close at 4 a.m.
Okay. Right. So plenty of time.
And while you were talking, a question popped up about, would there be a time limit for scenes in the dungeon?
Question.
That's a great question. And we have not explicitly discussed that yet. But I have been in dungeons where they did have that. And my preference is that we would rely on more of a personal responsibility. And then what I've seen is, if you take too long and there are a lot of people waiting, the dungeon master will gently remind you that you've been there a while.
All of that will be laid out for you. If you are folks that like to have an hour and a half long scene, just touch base with us before you do that, and we'll let you know when or where. And it may not be an issue. We don't know. We've never done the dungeon like this in this capacity, in this size. It is huge. So we don't know. We don't know if we'll be super busy. We expect that there'll be busy times and non-busy times. So, we'd hate to say, no, you can only be on your equipment for 30 minutes, but there's nobody around. So yeah, enjoy it. Use it for the 2 hours, so it really just depends.